For centuries, scientists, philosophers, and social media influencers have debated over the contentious issue. If you do a good deed and there's no body microphone around to hear it, nor a camera around to see it, did it really happen? Today we're going to be talking about euthanasia, if it's ethical to be euthanized, and the top 15 reasons I want to be.
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
Now that you've experienced the single funny moment in this video, let's talk about Karim Jovian. Karim is a YouTuber, influencer, and social experimenter with over 2 million subscribers, known for classics such as Gold Digger Dating Experiment, American vs Muslim Bag Experiment, and saying Allahu Akbar 100,000 times in one video. Riveting content if you ask me. Karim's videos often consist of some sort of social commentary on the place of Islam in the West, usually through social experiment videos, pranks, and basically whatever else was popular in 2015 and 2016. He stopped doing these videos for a while, basically to rip off Jubilee and make videos about how his girlfriend is Christian while he is Islamic. But he went back and recently has seen a huge surge in popularity and views because of this. His most popular video of the last 3 years is the one titled Homeless Man with a Heartbreaking Sign, with a whopping 4.7 million views and 240,000 likes. You can see in the thumbnail the sign says "Kill me." He's got a big nice red arrow so we don't miss that, and also "Please end me" in bold yellow, just so you don't miss it, the fact that he wants to die. I'm sure Karim would like to hear this, but it's because of this thumbnail that I clicked on the video, so in that respect, you're doing a great job. Based on the thumbnail, I knew that this video I was going to watch was going to be either fake, or that Karim was a piece of shit, making a spectacle out of someone else's despair. It turns out it's both.
Hey, I'm really sorry to interrupt your eating. Is it okay if I could just sit here and chat with you for a bit? My name is Karim. What's your name?
JC.
Okay.
Call me JC.
So this video starts with a homeless man who seems to be untrusting of Karim. This homeless man with a fresh pair of light blue denim jeans and the cleanest hands I've ever seen on a single person. That's not to say that homeless people can't be clean at all, but one issue they face is that they don't have access to hygienic products or things to be able to clean themselves and their clothes. But I'm sure Karim just found him on a good day, and I feel like this argument is not the best of arguments that I have, but just wait, it gets better. Anyway, we'll continue watching.
Can you show it to me?
It's just a sign. It's just a sign.
I know, but I wanted to look at the back. Yes. Exactly, right there.
That's it. That's the sign. You wanted to see it?
This homeless man is a comically unnatural reaction to him asking to see his sign. According to the narrative that Karim setting up, to many passerbys, this man has showed his sign, and yet when a guy comes around with babe fucking Yeezys, he's too ashamed to show it. It seems a bit weird.
That's the proper decision. That's the choice you want. For someone to take your life?
It's gonna be the same shit over and over again, right? It's the same thing every day. I can hardly go to sleep, and what I do the next day, wake up, is the same cycle again. So why should I even bother? Why should I even push myself to do anything?
I go to sleep and I wake up. Yeah, I do too. Also, how detached from reality do you have to be to think that homeless people do nothing, which is essentially what this scene is getting at. Homeless people spend a lot of time doing things which you, Karim, myself, and this obvious actor have the luxury of not having to deal with. Homeless people don't have access to food security, a safe and comfortable place to sleep. They don't have access to transport. They're actively trying to find a way out of their horrible situation and trying to find any sort of income so that they can survive. I'm not a spokesperson for homeless people, but I can guarantee you that their biggest problem they face is not routine. In fact, I'm sure most of them want routine and stability. Also, this dude spends a whole minute just pulling out whatever this food is out of this box and sliding it back in. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, but I'm just saying it's very unnatural. It comes across as just a prop rather than something you actually intend to eat. Maybe that's the routine he's sick of. Whatever it is he's doing with that goddamn food.
You know, Mom was here. Man, that would be something, you know, if I could see her and tell her, hey, if I could admit my mistake to her, I want to close, I want to close this. I want to tell her that I fucked up. But I don't know where she is, and I'm pretty sure that I won't find her. Because she's not here anymore.
This is a really weird monologue he has about his mum. It's very ambiguous, and you can't tell if he's saying that she's gone as in she's died, or just not in the scene and in the area that they're in. I'll also like to point out that we're 2 minutes into the video.
Look, it's on my mom's thing. Look, I fucked up. Look at me. I fucked up, Mom. I don't want her to think that I fucked up.
You know, that relatable moment when you get a couple minutes into a discussion with a complete stranger and then start crying about how much you miss your mum? I know I sound harsh, but in perspective of this being fake, it all just comes across as way too cliche.
Look at me. You have to understand this, that's a luxury. We're fortunate enough to experience this. Not many people get to see the same thing every time. We get to see the sunrise every day.
We get to see the sunrise every day. Imagine you're this guy, and you're homeless and suicidal. Imagine you're escaping domestic abuse or have a crippling mental illness, maybe PTSD after returning from a war where your government won't support you. Maybe you got addicted to whatever substance or unsustainable lifestyle, or you were just born into poverty, or whatever of the many reasons why people are homeless, and a guy with shark Yeezys comes over and says that you're wrong for the way that you feel because the sun rises. Not only that, but how the hell is this guy not seeing the cameraman just sitting in the middle of this alleyway? Also, why are we in this weird empty alleyway? He started off saying he'd seen him a couple times before, so I'm assuming he knew where to find him. Does he beg in this empty alleyway? This video is 8 minutes long and not a single other voice or footsteps can be heard, and nobody walks in front of this camera. Karim, in your own videos where you pose as a beggar, you go to populated areas because it makes sense. This video doesn't.
Do you really want someone to kill you? Is that what you really want? Because I'm gonna do something right now. These are 3 things, okay? You have food, money, and poison. What do you choose?
You can have a hamburger, my wallet, or hand sanitizer. Which are you choosing? Imagine pulling this stunt off on a real suicidal homeless person. Why are you speaking down to him and trying to teach him some sort of life lesson? The top comment of this video, which Karim liked, was, sometimes homeless people don't want your money, they just want someone to talk to. And yeah, sure, many of them would like someone to talk to, but not for someone who comes across as patronizing and who invalidates their mental state, especially not when the end goal is attention and financial gain. And yes, this video is monetized, so you know Karim's walking away with a fat check.
I want the poison.
Okay. Why do you want the poison, JC? I'm just surprised that you would still choose this after we talked about that.
Don't you remember that thing I said about how the sun comes up? I mean, yeah, it sets, but it also comes up again.
Look, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Because I believe in you. I know you can make the right choice. Okay? Alright, JC? Look at me. Alright? You can make the right choice. I know you can. What do you choose, JC?
Life. Life.
There you go. There you go.
That's what
You surprised me. You surprised me. I didn't even realize you choose that. That's amazing.
I didn't even realize you choose that. I just shamed you for choosing the hand sanitizer before. But by golly, did you surprise me. Also, which one is life? Is the hamburger life or the wallet?
I'm gonna take this away, and it's not real, so you weren't gonna be able to do anything. You weren't gonna be able to do anything.
Oh, it wasn't real. I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
So, do me a favor and let me get the sign.
No, that's mine.
Listen, we're gonna make you a new sign. We can do all that, but
But I have the message on the other side.
And back to the defensive, untrusting protection of the sign. I get the video is about the sign, but he just got like a sack of money, so why not just give him the sign? There has to be a logical explanation. There has to be. Oh, well, there is. You notice how you never see what's on the other side of the sign? You know why I think this actor, I mean homeless guy, is so protective of it. It's because the sign is a recurring character in Karim's cinematic universe. Let's take a look at Karim's Guys vs Girls homeless experiment video, dating back to 2017. Notice the sign in the picture. Interesting shape and size, isn't it? It says need money for food on it. Well, it appears in this other video from November 2017. Same size, same text. Interesting. Let's look at it more in depth in the first video. Some nice horizontal creases on it. It's got rounded corners. Specifically, I want you to look carefully at the text. You may notice the layout, with need money in the first line, for in the middle on the second, and food in the bottom as the largest word. Maybe you notice how the first line on the M goes almost down the center of the O. Interesting. Let's get back to the homeless man video. You only really see the side of the sign that doesn't say kill me a couple times. The first one is in the first frame. Notice the upside down food? I know I have. A bit of a better view on this next one, however it's blocked by Karim's Instagram plug, but we can see just enough. See the need money in the first line, and the for in the second in the middle? I know I have. Now where have I seen that before? I must have poor memory, I can't remember. Here we see the sign in all its glory. Nice curved edges, interesting size, very familiar horizontal creases. I'm starting to think it's a crazy coincidence that this very real homeless man is using the exact same sign our boy Karim used 3 years ago. It really is a small world.
What's that there? Yeah, what is that?
I draw sometimes.
JC, look at JC, you have like an amazing talent. I wish I could do this. This is amazing. It's only gonna get better from here now that we know that you can draw. You are a prodigy. It's only gonna get better from here now that we know that you can draw. JC, you have like an amazing talent. You are a prodigy. It's only gonna get better from here now that we know that you can draw. You are a prodigy. We're gonna get you cleaned up and we're gonna try to find you a job. Is that cool?
Who's gonna help me?
I'm gonna help you. Do you really want someone to kill you? I want you to take the poison. I want you to take your life.
If you're going to set up a fake scenario about the issues faced by actual people and try to play it off as real, at least use some of that sweet ad revenue to buy a new piece of cardboard. Don't get me wrong, Karim, I'm not critiquing your whole video. I mean, the thumbnail was great and it's what got me to click. I mean, you really made sure that we knew that this actor, homeless man, was suicidal. Usually when I see these people post videos of themselves doing good for others, I heavily question their motivations for doing so. Are they actually altruistic, or is it all for their own gain? In the case of Karim, it's literally all for personal gain, and he helps nobody but himself, and possibly the actor if you paid him. It's one thing to give to the homeless and exploit their desperation for social media attention and financial gain. It's another to do that exact same thing, for the same personal gain and financial gain, and for it to be fake. That's a shitty thing to do. On top of that, it's a whole other thing to pretend they're suicidal, to guarantee yourself more clicks and more of that delicious ad revenue, and so that you can position yourself as some sort of good Samaritan for both personal gain and to fulfill your savior fetish. I understand most things on YouTube are fake nowadays, and I'm not on a crusade to rid this platform of the disingenuous. I really don't care. Now I love optimism. Sometimes people get scared of me because of the sheer volume of hope and joy I exude. I believe I'm doing that right now, so please forgive me. But going about trying to spread a misguided message like this and exploiting real social issues for, as I said, financial gain, attention, and the stroking of your own ego, like you are, Karim, but also to woefully misrepresent the struggles of homeless people and basically attribute their situation to their own laziness or inability to just see the world through rose-colored glasses. It's fucking brilliant. Sorry, I meant horseshit.
And then after a while, I won't have to think about how I had it great and perfect for a while.